gonna kick that off. All right, welcome to end of course. So this is not only end of course, you guys are at the complete end of the entire boot camp, right? Was it 12 weeks?
Yeah,
Um,
it was like that.
so this is it, guys. You you all are getting ready to wrap it up, and you all should feel, should feel proud that you've pushed through. As always, we start off with a certain amount of folks, and sometimes just schedules change if folks can't make it. Some folks drop, but we are very, very, very excited and honored, that you guys stuck it through to the end. So we're right here. So let's finish strong. We've heard, the practice pitches, the business ideas, the research. So you guys have a lot of good um, um, ideas. You guys have a lot of great passion into what you want to pursue. So let that show when you speak, right? You have in the end of course, you have up to 5 minutes. So you don't have to feel rushed. You don't have to race, right? You could really take your time to show who you are and what you care about and what you do. So tonight is basically there's two parts. Part one, we give you guys some time to do like your final practice run. So you're gonna go into breakout rooms, get some of the nerves out, and you're gonna give and receive feedback. All right. So, you know, put yourself in the shoes of everyone else and give them feedback. How's their tone? Are they using a lot of filler words? Did they include all the relevant information? Do you feel properly informed in what they're talking about? Is there maybe an adjustment they should make? Maybe, hey, you didn't introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you so we know who we're talking to before you jump into, right? So you want to just give some constructive feedback with each other. And if you're thinking about, oh, maybe I should tell this story first, a second, now's the time to practice, get everything out. And then after the practice runs, then we'll do the final presentations. We got Stephanie, welcome. So Stephanie, I was just sharing that we're gonna do. Well, first, I congratulate everyone. So congratulations, Stephanie, for making it to this final step here in the end of course. We're gonna have a practice breakout. So we're gonna do breakouts where you guys will practice and give each other feedback, and everyone will take a turn and give feedback. Take a turn, give feedback, and then we'll go into the final presentations. All
You
right.
mean,
Any questions?
you mean
Anything
create the
else
room?
you want to add?
No, just saying, congratulations to everybody. But just saying you want me to create the room, so I can go ahead and do
Oh
that for
yeah,
them.
yeah. Sure, sure. We could do that. And we'll start off for like 20 minutes. Each person should have 5 minutes, give some feedback. Let me see. And then rotate.
Right. 15. Okay, summarize on our own. Okay.
Or I guess if everyone's giving feedback, probably gonna need closer to half an hour. So we'll give some
That's
time
why I
depending on how
did
much.
four. I did four rooms, so they at least
Okay.
be three in each. So yeah,
Okay.
bring them out. I hope it's being nice today for you.
Well, looks like it worked.
We got your song. Let me try to move him.
Did
Does it show
you,
you an invite your song?
did you get a room show up?
It says the host has open breakout rooms. Please wait to be assigned.
Oh yeah, but he's not assigned, so we could drop him in.
Let me move him right up. All right, see if that works for you, just on.
Yep, yep.
There we go.
All right. Is that
Perfect.
another SOAR admin that came on, or is that you still?
I think it's sore. I went up my other one.
Okay.
Hi, y'all. It's T. I was running late today. How are you?
Oh, it's Super
Uh,
T.
leaving us hanging. I see.
No, I'm sorry, y'all. I actually just came from work and
Welcome back. Welcome back. I feel like the yeah, there's still some folks holding out in the breakout room. Right. Welcome back, everybody. How we feeling? Isaac, I hope. Okay. I was like, I hope you're making an adjustment. I was like, I hope your mic's not jacked up.
And I was gonna say, good evening, everybody. Is Miss Rosie on the line? I'm very excited for tonight's presentations. I want you guys to know this is it. Tonight's the night. So get excited. You guys have done it. You made it to the finish line. So let's rock. Let's do this. Okay. You guys are gonna do great. I don't see smiles. Can I see some smiles? Can I see how you're feeling in the chat? I'm sorry, Jay. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but just want to see. I got some energy going on tonight. I have to because I'm running on fumes right now. So let me see what you're feeling in the chat, or drop some happy emojis, the floating emojis, whatever you got. Let me see it in the chat. Let me see it. I need all the cameras on. Summer, Caroline, Stephanie, no excuses tonight. I need everybody on camera tonight. Tonight is the night where it matters the most. We need you on camera. I see you, Jaylene. Stephanie, Roxy, Evan, Rima, Isaac, Jasang, Stephanie, Caroline. I still don't see Summer. Summer, let's see your beautiful face. Let's go. All right, guys. You all are doing fantastic. You all are. There's Summer and Evie. Hey. Hello, ladies. All right. Sorry, Jay, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, but I'm very excited about this. I'm looking
Oh,
forward to
good.
hearing and listening to your presentations. This is it. You started strong. Let's finish strong. That's what I like to see. Just song. Let me see that smile. I want to see people smiling. I want you guys to be excited. Come on. This is excitement time. You guys are done. That's it. Like after next week, your graduation ceremony, you don't have to see us in, well, hopefully you'll want to see us some more, right? Like you're a part of SOAR now. Like you're indoctrinated into the program. So like let's get excited. Let's, give that energy when you're doing your presentations. These presentations really, really matter. The top scholar is on the line for these presentations. The executive board award recipient is on the line for these presentations. Your official, oh gosh, what is it? We selected your official selection for, if you got an email from me, right? Your official selection for our 2026 international internship to Dominican Republic. Yes, let's go. All of that is riding on tonight's presentation and everything that you have done leading up to this moment. So make sure you do as much as you can tonight. Show us that energy, show us those lovely smiles, show us what you got and all the 12 weeks that you worked on to get to this point. And with that, Professor Jay, I'm going to turn it back over to you, sir.
All right. I wish we could have played music. I would, but YouTube kills every video with music in it. So, as Miss Rosie said, we are the energy tonight. I can't DJ. Sorry. Um, just I guess think of your favorite theme song, your hype song, put it in your head, whatever it is that gets you a little motivated, a little upbeat, right? Or if you need to calm down, think of the song that helps level you out, right? So right now we are transitioning into the presentations. Now, the good thing is you all done this before. You all gave a final presentation already. So I feel like while there might be some nerves, you guys know inside you got this, right? Everybody knows they got it, right? We're good? You ready? Right. So the expectation tonight is those that are doing the business track, you're doing your presentation. So we went over that last week where you will be talking to us as if you're either selling your product or services to potential customers, right? You want to interest us or you're looking for an investment. Either one, right? You're going to present your business idea and walk us through all of that. For those that are doing the guided research, you are presenting on what you researched, right? So you're going to tell us about why you researched, what it was you researched, what you learned from the research, and bring us to some conclusions, right? And takeaways from your research. Some of you sent your presentations already, so everyone should be sending their presentations and resumes. Those are all due tonight. And any questions at this point?
I would just like to make a suggestion really quickly for Summer and Evie, since you all are together. If there's a way for you guys, just for recording purposes, to add Evie's name to your profile.
They said they tried. I could
Okay, they gave a thumbs
modify
up.
it. Let me
Yeah, maybe
see.
S and I or something, just so that we're able to
How's
identify. There you go.
how's that?
Awesome, thank you.
Excuse me, Professor J, I have a question.
Yep.
During the breakout room, when we were working on like what to add and what to like remove, I had made some revisions. Am I allowed to resend my PowerPoint to the email?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We if you made any last minute tweaks, definitely just send it again. And just call it final. All right. Cool. So go ahead, Nabia.
So if I was doing the business of my PowerPoint, do I send my PowerPoint and my resume to the email?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
and am I presenting both PowerPoint and resume for
Oh,
business?
you're just presenting on the PowerPoint for the business.
Oh, okay. And I send my resume to that email as well. Okay.
Right.
All right, thank you.
All right. So the way we work it is we do time the presentation, right? Because it's the goal is to be between 3 to 5 minutes. And then after you're finished and after you finish strong, right? No one's gonna say that's all I got, right? No one's gonna say that, right? Um, After you conclude your presentation, we give like a minute for feedback, right? So scholars, we do encourage you all to give some feedback, right? Whether it's constructive criticism or it's just positive feedback. Hey, I thought it was great because A, B, C, and D, right? So we do give a minute so you guys can give some of that feedback, cheer on your fellow classmates, or I guess course mates. And then we go to the next person. All right. All right. So we have a list here. We're going to start off based on the order that you joined the call tonight. So I think the first person knows who's first. So, but Rima, you're ready for this. You arrived bright and early because you were so ready to kick things off tonight. Everyone is cheering you on. We're excited, and we all love cupcakes. So we're ready to we're ready to jump in. So whenever you're ready, you can get ready. Let me know if you're able to share screen.
Yes, let me just share my screen really quick. That is not where it's supposed to be. Okay. Is my screen showing by any chance, or?
Not yet. Okay, it's loading now.
Okay.
Still loading for me. Oh, and we're up. All right, so you may begin as soon as you're ready to begin.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Reem Adam, and today I'll be introducing you guys to my business, Reemalicious Bakery, where the vibes are baked. So have you ever been craving something sweet at like 11 p.m. and suddenly you decide you just need a dessert immediately, like not tomorrow, like right now, right? The late night craving is a feeling like is honestly a part of how Remalicious was inspired. I've always loved desserts, baking, and making just everything that I eat look as good as it tastes. I realized that desserts are just not food. They're more like a part of a celebration, comfort, and even like these random moments where life feels stressful and you just need something sweet. Whether it's like a birthday celebration, a graduation, a baby shower, or just like surviving finals weeks, honestly, dessert somehow just makes everything better. I wanted to create a bakery that feels fun and personal, not just another bakery, but one where every order feels special. Remalicious combines affordability with luxury style presentations so customers enjoy fresh, customizable desserts that are memorable, beautiful, and also Instagram worthy. Because honestly, life is short and a dessert should never be optional on my part. My vision and mission statements come from what I truly believe a dessert should bring to everybody's everyday moments. My vision for Remalicious is to become a bakery known for creative, delicious desserts that bring joy to every celebration and even like everyday moments. My mission is to create a fresh, customizable cakes, pastries, and desserts that make life sweeter while customers receive high quality treats they can enjoy, share, and also remember because I don't want people to think of Remalicious and say, yep, that's where I'm ordering my cake from type of thing. And then stuff I offer at my bakery is I create custom cakes for birthdays, graduations, baby showers, special events. I also offer cupcakes, dessert boxes, mini cheesecake, chocolate covered strawberries, and full dessert tables for every event or party. I also want to do catering for events, small businesses, gatherings, because dessert honestly make every event feel better and look better. I also want to do I also want to make sure every customer feels customized based on the customer's theme, color, style, because nobody wants a boring cake, obviously. My prices range anywhere from $7 to $250, depending on how you're feeling on the day or the event, to be honest. At Remalicious, I also want desserts to have a style, not just taste good, but also look good. I want my bakery to focus on elegant, trendy, and customizable dessert like vintage cakes, bento cakes, cupcakes, dessert boxes, and event tables. I also want to offer popular flavors like red velvet, lotus biscoff, cookies and cream, and custom flavors on based on what the customer wants. So ready to expand on what the customer wants and meet their needs. The goal is for every dessert to feel personalized and special because people remember good desserts, honestly, and they definitely remember the great presentation. Why my business stands out, why you should choose Remalicious. What makes Remalicious different is that it's affordable, it's fresh, and it's also personalized. A lot of bakeries are either too expensive or they don't let you customize as much. I want customers to feel like they're getting something without spending too much money on it. I also want my presentation matters to me. People eat with their eyes first. So making desserts look fun, creative, and social media worthy is a huge part of my business. I want customers to leave feeling like they got more than just a dessert, they also got an experience. My target customers are mainly students, young adults, families, and honestly, anyone who loves desserts. This includes high school, college students, anybody celebrating birthdays, and customers who just want sweet treats for everyday cravings. Since social media is a big part of shopping now, especially for Gen Z, platforms like Instagram will help me connect directly to my customers by posting new desserts that I have on my menu, pop up sales, anything like that will make my business feel more personalized and more accessible to my customers. So, in conclusion, Remalicious is more than just selling cakes. Honestly, it's more about creating fun memories for my customers, whether it's a birthday cake, dessert table, or just a random Tuesday cupcake order. I want customers to feel excited and happy coming into my bakery. I want every dessert to feel special, personal, and worthy remembering. Because honestly, life is too short and dessert should not be optional. If you're looking forward to reach out, my Instagram is remalicious.bakery. My TikTok, where you could see new things that I added to my menu or new desserts that I'm creating. You can reach me out at remalicious.bakery. Or if you're looking to place an order or book a spot for an event, www.remalicious.com. That'll be all. Thank you.
Awesome. Got some reactions. Great job, Rima.
Okay.
You went first. Great job for breaking the ice. So now everyone else can follow. All right, guys. Feedback, thoughts from your peers.
What?
That was honestly like very perfect. Like it was super perfect. Like I have no bad thing to say about that.
That made me feel better. Thank you.
I really love that for your presentation. You had the emphasis on how like eating is more than just like physically eating it, but like what you visually see and how that impacts actually like the dessert and like the impact it has on the customer and why you want them to come back. And I feel like also just the visuals as well and the way you spoke. It felt like you were talking to me. I was like, okay, I'm about to get some delicious cookies. Like actually like for it you just seemed so genuine and so happy when you were speaking. Like it truly made me be like, I need it. I need to get this. I need to get those cookies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Yes, I thought you did a great job. The presentation was very engaging. It felt like a bakery. So and I saw you even had some animations in there. I'm like, how she did that? So it was pretty cool. It wasn't too much on the eyes. Uh there was, I guess on the last slide, I guess there was one time you said bakery, but it was baker. So like small little things. But other than that, I thought it was really well done.
Thank you.
Rima, your energy was top notch. I love it. I think, for obviously this is all Zoom, right? But for future reference, make sure the camera is sort of you're centered in your camera because all we see is like, a little bit above your chin up. So I would have liked to see a little bit more of your face, but I think your presentation overall was phenomenal. I love the colors, I love the vibrance. I loved how you spoke to all of the different generations who could, purchase. I love how you knew your target audience, right? And you knew how to reach them. I love you didn't really mention a price point, but you mentioned that it was affordable. I love that. I do want to echo what Professor Jay said with regards to the last slide, and just for everyone else, just making sure that you're doing, you're checking over just for grammar and um, uh, spelling and all of that. I believe Licious in your like Remalicious in your email address or your website is different from how it's spelled right above it. So just make sure that just look it over, make sure we're doing checks and balances with grammar, formatting, things of that nature. And it's always good to have a second pair of eyes there to help you where you have blind spots. But otherwise, phenomenal job. Great job.
Thank you, Miss Rosie.
Awesome. All right. So thank you, Rima, for going first. Thank you for that awesome presentation. We are gonna go with Miss Stephanie. Sorry, Mike, I don't know why I'm blanking. Miss Stephanie Sanchez next. So Stephanie, if you're ready to go, you can start sharing and jumping in.
All right, Professor Jay, in the interest of time, do you want to?
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
It's coming up.
is usually next.
Huh?
I was just saying the next person. If that's what you were
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah. I see Stephanie trying to get it up, the presentation up.
I think we're just about there.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And I think you just gotta hit slideshow on the top so we could see it fully.
Okay. Okay. Hi,
All
my name
right.
is Stephanie. Hi, my name is Stephanie Sanchez, and I'll be presenting on Rutgers, New Brunswick. So I chose to do my presentation on Rutgers, New Brunswick because it's a college I strive to go to, and this summer I plan to spend a week there at the Rutgers Business School summer camp. This presentation gave me the perfect opportunity to research about a possible college I would like to attend to see if it's the right fit for me. And as you can see here in the corner, it's the mascot of Rutgers, New Brunswick. So its historically rich campus, founded in 1766, which combines tradition with a modern, fast-paced environment. As a member of the Association of American Universities, AAU, Rutgers offers over 120 majors, including top-ranked programs in physics, math, history, and philosophy. It's ranked within the top 5% for ROI 20-year post-graduation. It's also ranked fifth in the world for job placement among business schools. Located in New Brunswick, New Jersey, students are within 90 minutes of New York City and Philadelphia, providing an easy access to top employers and internship opportunities. Over 750 student organizations, over 175 research centers, and a diverse community provides a vast social and professional network. It's known for Big Ten athletics, including popular sports like football and basketball, as well as gymnastics and lacrosse. It has a robust student support. The university offers learning communities, peer mentoring, and executive basic needs support services like food, housing, and wellness to ensure student success. Its learning communities, students can participate in specialized housing and academic groups that offer shared classes, and peer mentors to ease the transition into university life. It has many research opportunities where undergraduates can work alongside top-level facilities in various research labs and centers. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie. Thoughts, feedback, peers, you can jump in.
It definitely did have a lot of good information on it, but I would have loved to see you like not read directly from the script more, like kind of give your own information or just your own experience, like why this school specifically, and like just in general, like more you, because I feel like in kind terms, like I could find this information on my own, but like why did you include this particular thing? Like why this specific section? Why this specific major?
Thank you, Roxy. Anybody else? All right. So, oh, look like we actually lost Stephanie. Oh, the other device. Sorry, I'm like looking at it. Hey, Stephanie. I don't know if you actually heard the the feedback before the device
I did.
dropped out. Okay, all right. Yeah, a little constructive feedback. Definitely you want to use the speaker notes to put like if you want to script it, I think it's fine. Use the speaker notes for that versus putting, I guess, verbatim what you're saying on the slide itself. You had really great energy. I think you did a great job narrating. And you know, did do the Rutgers theme colors and had the visuals in there. So I feel, yeah, a little more about you and why Rutgers, and making sure in the future you're speaking to your slides versus reading the slide. But great job, and thank you for presenting.
Yeah, and I would say just echo once again, everyone, make sure you're checking grammar. I think, the first slide, your first impression was always the most important, right? So your first slide, it was somewhat wordy, but it also had, some grammar inconsistencies there. So we want to make sure that your spelling, you're capitalizing what needs to be capitalized and lowercasing what needs to be lowercasing. Like that's just, pretty standard stuff. So just make sure that that's happening. Also, I think, when Miss Latoya talked about the presentation, she talked about having the bullet points and not too many words on a slide. And there's like a formula to follow for that. So I definitely think, go back and watch that class. To reflect on how to present future projects. All right. But great job. I loved how you gave an overview, and then it's sort of a deep dive into what Rutgers was about. I would have loved to see a little bit more visuals. Right. You had what, Rutgers is one of the, I think it's top 10 in the nation for their basketball team. Their
Football,
football team, right, is rated, what is it, D1, right? So I would
D1.
love to see actual, like for that, you had just nothing but words on the slide. So it would have been nice to have like visuals of all of the different athletics that, were presented for Rutgers. But I think overall, great job.
All right. All right, y'all. So next up, we got Jay Sang. Get your share on, and when you're ready, you got the infinite
Can you
screens
guys
here.
like see the can you guys see the presentation?
Yep. Oh, I think you switched back.
Okay.
It's loading. All right, there it is. All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. So I had chose physical therapy for my business construct. The name is Jay's Body Repair Shop. Due to, I think, playing sports, your body is like kind of like an engine that runs on fuel and needs to be taken care of properly, in a sense where your body is who you are. My vision statement is to provide affordable physical therapy for families in and out of the U.S. But why I would do this is because I come from immigration parents that didn't really have the best life growing up, and along with most of them had to work more grueling and more physical tolling tasks like construction or hard workshops. And why I would like to do this, because your physical body is really important in order for you to take care or provide for your family. And why I would give other people the opportunity that necessarily my parents didn't have is for them to better their kids' lives and be able to fund their dreams or passions that their children might have. Or why me is to help people recover from injuries and reduce pain and improve movement. Physical injuries cause more harm, not physically but mentally, due to athletes and senior or injured workers needing to push their limit past what their body toll is taken. My goal is to improve patients' health and prevent these injuries from their daily workouts or even their work. Um, I would also improve their flexibility, balance, and posture, due to these are the main instances where people have trouble having. I will also provide personalized and care support for these patients due to not only them being destroyed physically, but also mentally. What my value propositions is for athletes, their injury, their performance recovery is really, and mobility improvement is really what drives them to be athletes and what consists of being an athlete. My offers for them is to support rehab, dry needling, and strength and conditioning, which helps muscle fibers calm down under certain stress. In instances where soccer, their main injury has to do with lower body. So that would be the hamstrings, the Achilles, and their thighs. Most injury cause are UCL injuries, which is a ligament inside the knee that helps with circulation and helps movement of the knee. Adults, pain management, posture correction, and long-term mobility. As athletes or even normal people grow up to adults, when they don't take care of their bodies at a young age, it shows long-term, which can be helped at the time being. It's most likely to be better repaired before they hit adulthood. But if the case is not happen to be that, I offer manual therapy, corrective exercise, ergonomic coaching, and personalized treatment plans. Most adults are scared of coming forward about their injuries because in this world, people see adults as providers. And in order to provide for their children or even any family members, to take jobs or go the extra mile. Seniors, this really has to do with balance improvement and pain reduction due to when you are in older, muscles and bone structure start to decay due to wear and tear. So how I counter that would be fail prevention, gentle mobility therapy, and functional moving training. Fall prevention does correlate to muscles because muscles hold your body weight. They're able to protect and support what you need to live. Gentle mobility therapy, due to these muscles and bone fibers going nearly as not as powerful as they were at a younger age, it will take longer in order to create or help produce effective treatment. And functional movement training, it helps increase the likelihood of them not being able to not take care of themselves. How I'd market to these people are athletes. Most athletes use Instagram or TikTok, local gyms, sports teams, and athletic trainers, where sports team and athletic trainers care for their players and willing to succeed not only for the team itself but for the athlete. Adults, Google searches, Facebook, physician referrals, and educational videos. Most adults focus or nowadays are on Facebook due to Instagram being culturally appropriated to teenagers and kids in their 20s. Um, why these are supportedly targeted differently is because athletes care about how they're viewed online, while Facebook are kind of a chill, relaxing meet up for a friend or a past friend. And seniors, while they don't get as much attention as they should, I'm giving them the attention that they need. Community centers, senior living communities, Facebook, and local events are where most seniors will hang out or even go to just to enjoy time being. The customer relationship, how I would personalize them while being in my business is one-on-one evaluation, custom treatment plans, depending on their injury, and process tracking and direct communication with therapists. Why these are important while in the building is because one-on-one evaluation shows that there's no external forces to distract them from who they are. Custom treatment plans show that depending on what they have, whether it's injuries to their lower body or upper body, show that each muscle group or each muscle fiber is different in their own ways of recovering. Direct communication with therapists shows that my therapists are on their phone 24/7 and are willing to help in or out of the business. This makes a customer, or hopefully makes a customer, feel heard, supported, motivated, and confident to recover. Why this is important for my customers or patients to feel this way is because when you're heard, you feel a sense of being an option to somebody, or someone cares about your well-being. Being supported not only physically to get them back into a state of position where they're able to enjoy time with not only their kids, but their grandkids. Motivation not only shows in the mind, but also physically, because you and your mind are one. And confident recovery is all based off how mentally prepared are you to physically go on. How this would work after they leave my business is follow-up calls, texts, program check-ins, home exercise reminders, and recovery milestone celebrations. How this would relate outside is follow-up texts show that my physical therapists are willing to see how they can improve, not only by me, the business owner, but their own patients, who are willing to give them opportunities to improve for future patients. Progress check-ins at home and exercise reminders daily show that my patients are not only willing to help you inside, but are willing to help you outside. Recovery milestone celebrations are giving back to people who are willing to take it on and show that they're somebody who needs to be heard. Connections are by SMS appointment reminders, emails or newsletters, mobile exercise apps, and patient portals. Each customer has a different type of need. So for athletes, which my most target are high schoolers, college, gym, runners, cyclists, or swimmers, take the most toll on their bodies because they're pushing their limit to become something greater. So I would pay them at least $100 or $180 per session 3 times a week. Age is irrelevant due to most of these activities are not only for kids, teenagers, adults, but anybody who's willing to take these challenges. Chronic pain are mostly pushed to adults or office workers that mainly target back, neck, or joint pain. These are more harder to tackle due to back, neck, and joints are constant use throughout our day-to-day life. So those require a little bit more treatment or a little bit more effort. So $140 to $170 due to my equipment that I'm being used requires more energy. And these are mostly to occur during of 30 to 65. Seniors, where they have fall risk and arthritis in their bones, are usually harder to tackle because arthritis develops throughout the age. So $160 to $180, 4 times a week for 3.5 hours. Why it's so common is because seniors, as they get older, are not looked as much as important. However, they are. So anybody over the age of 65 will receive these treatments on top of whatever else they need. My key resources are human resources, equipment, technology resources, and then financial resources. Human resources kind of correlate to how my business will function. So licensed therapists, physical therapists, assistants, our front desk receptionists, billing and insurance specialists, and marketing and DMing support. This all correlates to how when the person walks in or even receives a message feels, to be able to come in confidently to retain the youth that they once had. Equipment, where treatment tables, resistance bands, dumbbells or kettlebells, balance board, exercise balls, foam rollers, or treadmill/bikes refer back to when the recovery process is done. The muscle still needs to be able to relearn the steps that it took. Examples, ACL injuries, they usually take 6 months for it to recover. But yet, after those 6 months, it takes nearly 4 months for the in your knee to fully cooperate on how it is, as if it didn't get injured. My technology researches are EMRIs, systems, scheduling software, billing software, telehealth platform, use software categories, or patient documentary appointments, reminder online, booking insurance, and claims processing. All these follow up on not even on person, but after they leave, and how my patients are willing to follow up and daily remind my patients how they are as a person. My financial resources are clinic lease, equipment purchases, payroll, marketing, insurance, license fees, financial system, accounting software, payroll management, revenue tracking, and KPI dashboards. These all correlate to who the people run the business, because no one wants to do nothing to get paid for free, especially when it deals with something that's physically important to the outside world. My marketing resources that all correlate to online, due to online streams being more popular recently. Legal company resources would be state liability, insurance, ectoplasmic consent forms, and employee contracts. All correlate to not my patients itself, but to my workers. My key activities. I have a business development, operational, and core clinic system. Referral relationships correlate to meeting with physicians, networking with gym
Jason,
trainers.
Jason, we gotta
Yeah.
call it Jay. We gotta call it Jay. Um,
Yeah.
thank you for thank you for the thorough research. All right, so we gotta call it. All right, so we're gonna give a moment for some feedback from the peers.
I think that it definitely had like all like a lot of good information, but like some information you don't have to necessarily include, because when you have so much information and you're trying, like, you want to have the highlights instead of like every little thing like step by step, because when you have so
Mhm.
much information on the board, it's hard for people to like really pick out what they need to know, especially if you're like, because you're supposed to like advertise to us in the presentation. Like I was having like trouble like what exactly are we like collaborating, or like stuff like that.
Mhm. I kind of noticed that like after the fact that I kind of went too in depth and like how everything functioned, but it's fine.
Yes. So yes, amazing research. Honestly, we could all we all see that you're passionate on it, and it was great research. Just have to consider the I'll say the platform, right? Like if this was like
Mhm.
something that was like a lecture for PT,
Mhm.
then you have the time, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like everyone's coming here and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna go over this.
Mhm.
And then also the audience.
Mhm.
So when going through the assignment, right, it's 3 to 5 minutes. So you got to think about, all right, in 3 to 5 minutes, what are my actual markers that
Mhm.
I could hit that fit in the space? And what you want to do is, if you have a lot of information, if it's something that has a lot of information, you want to tell people, hey, for more information, go here, right? So you don't have to
Yeah.
feel like you have to like, I know, like when you have a lot of information, sometimes you feel like, man, I got to get it out, right? I got to let them
Yeah.
know that I did all of this.
Yeah.
I spent all this time. I'm invested. I'm passionate. I got to let them know. But you still have to also respect the time given, if you were given the
Yeah.
time, right? If they're like, hey, all right, I got 5 minutes, then you got to think about, all right, how am I going to communicate what I need to in the 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then focus on that, right? But I think the information was great, and we definitely could tell, like, all right, no, like he's legit, like into all of this. Like he's not
Yeah.
just throwing something at us. So, but yeah, you gotta make sure you're aligning it with the timing
Mhm.
and the platform.
Well, it was because like all the information, like if I had let some parts out, then other parts wouldn't have correlated. So it was kind of hard to like balance it. But like I tried
Mhm.
my best because there was a lot more information how it affects like the whole thing and which systems are like appropriately used. So I kind of cut like that and trying to get like the systems you would just generally use. But even then, it was like up for grabs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, some ways to help, because I know like you guys are talking about things that are huge entire industries, right? So even for this
Hmm.
course, we had to bring down the course to 12 weeks. But
Yeah.
like business and entrepreneurship, that's a 4-year degree. That's then a
Hmm.
master's degree, and right, so it's a lot. But
Hmm.
yeah, look at other physical therapy websites, see
Hmm.
how they summarize their sites, see what they do, and focus on the service offering that you're bringing, because it's actually, we could talk about it, but like you definitely have
Hmm.
to there's a way to target the audience too, right? So
Yeah.
that's something we could powwow on and work on. But thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for putting all the hard work in. All right. Okay, I'm seeing Evie. Evie was asking to go next. Is that right? Or not next? Which one?
It doesn't matter. I just asked if you guys, when I do go up, if you guys could present it for me.
Got you. We just need to present it. All right, cool. Sorry, like the notification came up real quick and I'm kind of missed it. All right. Next up. Oh, all right. Yes, to that. Yep. All right. Next up, we are going to Jaylene. Let us know if you're good to go.
Hi, sorry.
No worries. All right. You can share when you're ready and then you can get going.
Hi, my name is Jaylene, and I'm doing the guided research on University of Michigan. So some background information is there's 19 schools and colleges, and there's about 53,500 students. There is 75 and more departments, and it is the number one US public university. There is a graduation rate of 93 to 94%, and it is a top tier Division One athletics school. So it is located in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the campus consists of four main areas: the Central Campus, North Campus, South Campus, and Medical Campus. And the school has regional campuses in Dearborn and Flint. So academics wise, there is a 97% first year student retention rate, and it is known for programs in engineering, business administration, and economics. And there is 250 degree programs. So the student life, there is over 1,700 student-run organizations, and students engage in theater, student government, volunteering, or cultural groups. There is a 20% of student participation in Greek life, which is a pretty diverse social scene. And the campus involvement hosts like major events called like Festival, Winterfest, and small weekly activities like UU Weekly. And there's many internships in the school, such as Astronaut Program, which offers stipends from $3,000 to $5,000, and they offer housing and meal plan coverage. And the Center for Global and Intercultural Study offers international internships with positions in departments like its or specialized areas in health education, which helps interns build specialized skills in their field. So, one of the reasons I want to go to this school is because of its funding, known as the Go Blue Guarantee, which covers 4 years of tuition for in state students that have family incomes less than 125K. And University of Michigan covers 100% of demonstrated need for eligible Michigan residents, with automatic consideration for students um, for many merit scholarships upon admission. And lastly, dorms and housing. Most halls feature on site dining, including specialized theme halls, laundry facilities, and community spaces. And the North Campus Hall is popular for first year students, offering slightly more residential feel with easy access to engineering and art programs. Thank you.
All right. Feedback, feedback. You guys could jump in.
Jaylene, your your presentation was so like visually pleasing. Like it was just so organized and everything. I was like, go girl.
Thank you.
I agree with Rima on that. Like it was like I don't know, like it was like crunchy. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it was just so good. Like it was so good to the eyes.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys for jumping for feedback. Um, Board members.
Yeah, so good job, Jaylene. I would have liked to have a little bit more energy from you. I definitely loved your slides. I felt like I was missing much of your energy to go along with that. I also wondered why you selected U of M. I know that you mentioned, the funding, but what else, academic wise, like what is it that you're interested in that interested you in doing your research specifically for this university? So I was looking more for like your sort of vested interest in the school itself and not necessarily just a broad overview of the school, right? I wanted to know how it tied to you and what personal vested interest you had. So otherwise, I think it was, definitely a good presentation. Once again, just, monitor that when it comes to you guys getting up here. I know it's Zoom, but you still have to present like you're presenting in front of a room full of people, whether on screen or in person. Make sure that energy is exuded because your energy is what we're feeding off of, and it makes it more believable. So otherwise, good job.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Thank you, Jaylene, for that presentation. Next up, we have Roxy. Roxy can go ahead and get set up.
Can you tell me if my screen is sharing?
Okay, not yet. It's not up yet. Let's see.
Wait, can I rejoin? Because I had the option, but then it disappeared for me.
Okay, no problem.
Professor Jay, you want to just move on to the next topic?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. We will go back to my list. All right,
Nabiha.
so Nabiha. Thank you. From
How do I put my PowerPoint on the presentation or like the view?
how to share. These are you on your computer? You should see a share button at the bottom.
For me, it shows like on the top of the screen, not at the bottom.
Oh, is it
And
showing
then
now?
no, I don't. It's the same thing as last time. I don't have any option.
Did you guys send your presentations? I can try to share it real quick, JR, if you give me
Yeah.
access. Let me
Yeah, I
pull up.
sent in my presentation.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Wait, do I share it or no?
So who's presenting? Is it going to be Roxy or Nabiha?
Uh, I can do it if she like has some problems with her computer. That's okay.
All right, Nabiha, why don't you try since Roxy's isn't the
Yeah.
buttons I'm not showing now.
Oh, oops. Okay. Let me screen share. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just set up my presentation. Okay. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
You see? Yep, I see it.
Okay. So, um, so my presentation is about my business, which I created. It is NGS Studios. It is about a tutoring company. I started this tutoring business after noticing something in my own classes, I'd watch students stare at the board like everything made sense, but the second the teacher moved away, they'd whisper like, "Wait, what just happened?" I've helped classmates understand full lessons in minutes just by explaining it like differently. Maybe it's just like our teacher isn't explaining it the best way. So that's when I realized the issue isn't the teacher, it wasn't the students and the teacher, it's just the way things were being taught in that class. So I built a service that fixes that gap, focusing on the main subjects that I can teach. So the title of my business, NJS, stands for my family's name, like N for my name, J for my sister, and S for my mom. Okay, moving on. So my introduction, I started this tutoring business after like noticing a pattern in my classes when they were struggling, and a lot of the explanations that the teacher is giving from engineering and math is not like it's not nobody really understands what they're saying when they're doing tests or like teaching on a board. So that's why my business focuses more on fixing that gap with clear, direct instructions that actually works. Moving on. My vision and mission. So my mission is to make learning clear and manageable. I once worked with a student who was convinced like algebra just wasn't for them. So after one session of breaking everything down in a simpler way, they said, why didn't anyone explain it like this before? So moments like that shaped my vision, teaching in a way that actually makes sense how student thinks, and not like how fast the class is moving. Moving on. So the main problem is the speed. School moves fast, and if you miss one step, like everything after that feels impossible. So I've seen a lot of students fall behind because of a single concept that was never explained properly, because maybe if they were sick or they had like a game they had to attend to, like if they're like a school athlete, which I was last sorry, which I was last year, and I missed a lot of my algebra classes because like I had like a lot of soccer games, and also I have been very sick, so I missed a lot of algebra classes, and I was very confused. But I had to teach myself and build up upon that instead of going back and fixing it. The like my class moves on. That's how confusion builds up, not from lack of effort, it's from missing foundations. Moving on. So my solution to this problem is, my approach would be simple, like slow down, find the exact point where things stopped making sense to my students, and rebuild it from there. I once had a student who kept getting the same type of problem wrong. Everyone assumed that they didn't study, but when I looked closer, they were missing that one tiny step from the beginning. So once we fixed that, everything clicked. That's how I teach. Targeted, clear, and step by step. Moving on. So what I offer, I tutor Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Engineering and Fusion. So yes, I help with homework and test prep, but the real goal is understanding. So my students can understand the problem that they're stuck on. So I want students to walk into a class knowing how to solve problems on their own, not rely on me or a teacher for every single little step that they happen to occur with. So I teach logic behind the work so they can use it more often and anywhere, in any situation, quizzes, tests, and future classes. Moving on. So my scheduling, my qualities. So my company is very flexible. It's honestly like I'm always free. So it depends on their calendar when they're free. It's 24-hour cancellation policy. It has easy rescheduling. I keep everything straightforward, flat pricing, flexible scheduling, and clear communication, obviously. So sessions can be online or in person. I always start with a quick check-in because sometimes the thing students are stressing about isn't the chapter. It's like one question. So that's what throws them off. So after each session, I send like a short update so parents can know exactly what we covered and how the student is progressing. Moving on. So my target audience, I work with students who don't learn from standard explanation. Some need visuals, some need step-by-step breakdowns, some need like explanation things in normal language, not like high professional words that they're not used to. So my tutoring is built on for students who say like I get it when someone explains it differently. Those are the students who benefit the most from my approach. Moving on. What makes me different? I don't teach from a script. I pay attention of how my student thinks. I once had a student who solved problems backwards from like, how you solve a problem step by step, but they solved it from the last step to the first step. So instead of forcing them to change, I just teach them how to use that to their advantage. That's what makes me different. I don't force one method, I build the method around the student. At the end of the day, my business exists to make school make sense. Students don't need more worksheets. They don't need explanations they need explanations that actually work. When they understand the material, everything else falls into place. My goal is simple: turn confusion into clarity, one session at a time. So I don't just tutor, I rebuild understanding so students can finally move forward with their confidence and control. Thank you. The end. Yeah, I'm done.
Thank you, Nabia. All right, guys, you can jump in, get some feedback, thoughts.
I really like how you added like your personal experience and say how you build on top of what they already know rather than pushing something onto them. I feel like that definitely did make you more unique.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I stuttered because I was super nervous today. I don't know why. I was just stuttering.
Nerds
Also,
do
the
that.
fact that your business name is NGS and it came from like your family like abbreviation, like how M stands for your name, and I think the J was your mom, and that was so cute. I liked it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Board members.
I'll chime in. Yeah, I thought that was extremely well. Just on my part, I felt that I don't know. You seem very mature for your age. To have like kind of pinpoint that, because I think that's a lot of I would say a lot of concerns with parents is that their children sometimes they always mention that the schooling is just that pace is moving too fast. So I thought that was very good. Um, the only thing I would uh if I had constructive criticism, I would just add the time frame, because you said you're always available. You don't want everybody calling you 24 hours a day, and there's different time zones. So I would just kind of include that, because in my mind, thinking big, you're not just going to be local, you're going to be worldwide. So if you offer this type of service, you want to have like a time zone, maybe a allotted time that you can share that. But other than that, I thought it was really great.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, I echo what everyone said so far. I loved how you personalized, your presentation by giving your own experience and story, right? That really sort of resonates with your audience. I loved how you found a need, right? And you didn't just see the need, but you also you found a solution, or created rather a solution to respond to that problem, and to that need. I love that. I definitely think that your slides on a more comical, like softer note, your slides transition tells us that you're moving on. That might be one of your verbal pauses to say moving on, but you don't necessarily need to say that for every slide, because we know that when the slide transitions from one to the next, that is the next thought, or what have you. But I think overall you did a great job. I would say at the end you did what we always say, don't ever say that's it, I'm done, the end or anything like that. Like, always finish strong. But I think overall your presentation was great. I loved how it really resonated with the audience. So great job.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nabihah. Your yours was one other thought too, was sometimes look at how much words are on the slides. Everyone has a lot of words, so not just saying, not just calling you out, but thinking about too just the structure of the slides. And I think for everyone tonight, I guess my general feedback would be a lot of folks are still reading the slides. So we want to, in the future, right, kind of look to see how we can present without kind of putting the script on the slide, right? So I know the slides are done, but in the future, we want to look at how we present without making the slide or a script. All right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem. No problem. All right. We are about halfway through. All right. So let's see, put the list in the chat. I think Roxy, did you need Miss Rosie, you're presenting for Roxy?
Yeah, I think Nabiha's still sharing. Nabiha, can you
Okay.
unshare? All right.
Did it work?
Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
Oh, okay.
And then after Roxy is Evie, which Miss Rosie is presenting as well. You're on mute, Rosie.
Sorry, I was saying if Evie can resend her presentation, it didn't come. I didn't see it, so I don't have it.
Okay.
All right, can you all see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Roxy, ready when you are.
Okay. Sorry.
I think you gotta hit start slideshow, Rosie.
Oh, sorry. Okay, can you guys see it now?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, awesome.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to start now. Access to information should be universal, not accidental.
Want me to
And
hit
you
next
need it on
slide,
the
or
action.
you gotta
No,
let
no,
me
no,
know
no.
when you want next slide.
Like, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, it says my internet is unstable, so hopefully there's no issues.
Yes. Okay. Access to information should be universal, not accidental, and you need it on the action. Hi, I'm Roxy Taco Lopez, and this is High School United Hub, a not-profit. One platform, over 700 schools, and unlimited opportunities for New Jersey students. This is my proposal to the S.O.A.R board members to have S.O.A.R join HSUH as a sponsor today. Next slide, please. This is my story. Earlier this year, I had lost the opportunity to become student ambassador at my school. Becoming a student ambassador was my dream since I was a freshman, and I'm currently a junior in high school. And the day that the interest forms went out, there was no notice prior, there was no notice after. It was one day, 15 minutes. And it was 15 minutes I was called out of class. 4 months later, the selected kids to move on to the next step were finally announced. And I had honestly crashed out. I was just ranting all of my frustrations, and a bunch of people happened to heard me because I had talked about how I really disliked and really felt passionately against the fact on how inconsistent our school systems were, just the communication, how I felt like in high school you have all these guidance counselors, all these advisors, yet you had to search for them, you had to search for these opportunities, you had to look all over the internet, you had to go out of your way to go above and beyond to do all of these things just for the opportunities never to be guaranteed to you. And when I expressed this that same day, a girl from my class, she had reached out to me and said, "Hey, I actually want to collaborate on something. Can we work on something together?" And I said, "Of course." And that is where HSUH came. So why am I telling you this story? Because after I realized that this was an issue in my school, it wasn't just an issue in my school, it was an issue in the district, the county, and the state. And students in all aspects felt like their wants were not met. But what were their wants? Their wants were that they wanted more inclusivity, they wanted more visibility, and they wanted to feel more connected to their community. Next slide, please. Why this matters. The problems that we're actually solving is big. In the visual that I have presented there is every logo from every high school. And in every high school in New Jersey, there's about 2,600 students. Now imagine one student from every single one of those schools missing one opportunity every day. That opportunity could be life-changing. That opportunity could lead them to find their passion, their career. And these opportunities are either gatekept or they're completely unknown. And it's honestly unacceptable. This shouldn't be the standard, and this shouldn't be considered okay or the norm or common. And this shouldn't be tolerated either. The solution that we're offering is to allow students to feel more connected and to feel like just because their zip code is a number off, that they still have an opportunity to these things. Next slide, please. So what is HSUH? HSUH is a single statewide hub and app that helps students discover opportunities, resources, and support with greater equity and clarity. One place, open opportunities, statewide connections, and it's all on an app. All you have to do is download an app. If your school, you'll be able to download the app with a special code that you are provided by your school if your school registers in. And that is where you will be able to have all these opportunities. Next slide, please. Our statements. Our mission statement is to be the mainstream, easy-to-use platform that provides resources and opportunities to youth, where every experience is fun and fair to explore. And our vision statement is to create a united New Jersey where no student or educator misses out, with every opportunity just a tap away. Next slide, please. So what does HSUH actually offer? So we have 4 different things that are specifically targeted toward different people. One of the first things that we have offered is our opportunity feed, which is a listing of official opportunities, volunteering, internships, and enrichment programs for all of our youth students who are registered by their schools. Our statewide event sharing, which is where you as an advisor can put your event on statewide blast and finally get recognition beyond your local community. And there is actually a 100% success rate guaranteed for you to make more profit to your district and your school when you use it after using SES, statewide event sharing. Our next thing is bridge discount, which is where you get reduced prices, access to nearby sports and arts events. And lastly, community connection, which is where you can personally filter all of the above from your school, city, district, and county. Next slide, please. So how does this all actually come together? No more scattering across the internet for internships. No more realizing you missed an event through social media pictures afterwards. No more being limited to your city and your city only. Youth are finally going to be encouraged and truly inspired to participate in events such as sports, games, concerts, and festivals. The students are going to come together. The schools are going to come together. The community is going to come together, and we're all going to have a conversation where no one is left out. Next slide, please. So why does all of this actually matter? These are the things that students have been asking for: inclusivity, visibility, and connection, fair opportunities, greater resources, and expanding our network, while also promoting engagement and community service to youth. HSUH creates a statewide network that helps every part of New Jersey education work together more effectively. Next slide, please. For every district that registers their high school, the less the membership fee becomes. So when HSUH finally connects with 150 districts, the government will begin to provide aid to schools that involve themselves most in opportunities. So the more the schools, the less the fee. So how can you help? You can become a member. The district pays a fee, averagely $3,500 semi-annually. Donate. Schools and organizations reach a statewide audience or aid quicker. or become a sponsor. Promote your organization or business through HSUH, which again guarantees that promotion and visibility. Next slide, please. Access should be universal, again, not accidental. It should be universal, connected, and within reach for every student. You know the change that can and will happen until you try yourself. You won't know the change that can and will happen unless you try it yourself. Think of the students, think of the staff members, think of the board members, think of the possible scholars. Together we can expand access statewide. Join HSUH today. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you could reach us out on our website, www.highschoolunitedhub.com, or reach out to us on our Instagram at highschoolunited.hub. Thank you for your time.
All right, all right. Thank you, Roxy and Miss Rosie, for that presentation. Thoughts and feedbacks, peers?
I really liked how you like not only presented like where like this issue occurred with you, but you also mentioned how it could be solved and the fact that it's gonna go like statewide because I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in upstate and like this happens in every single school. And the fact that you said that, oh, you only see these events posted like after like the after pictures, it's so true. And I liked your presentation. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you,
yeah, I
thank
want to
you.
jump in real quick. I think phenomenal job, Roxy. I definitely think you did your research. I loved how you put data in there, and you really highlighted all of the various high schools all throughout the state of New Jersey. I loved how, you called it a hub, right? So it really just makes it feel inclusive. When every student feels like they're a part of something, right? This community, and this unified approach. I love that. I do feel like there is a program that we actually use and we are a part of, or we started using and we learned of it through another high school, and it's called School Links. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it before, but it is very similar. I'm putting it, I don't know if it's schoollinks.com or schoollinks.org. I have to look it up. But it seems very, very similar to what you're looking to achieve. So what I would do is I would certainly look and do some research on their platform and see what they might be missing, right? Because they can be potentially a competitor for you, right? So you want to see what's missing there, and if it's anything that you could sort of bridge the gap in that particular area, because I do feel like there is a lot of similarity there, in terms of bridging that gap of students having access to all of these various programmings. Otherwise, I think phenomenal job. You knew your stuff, very organically presented, and I enjoyed the presentation. And thank you for allowing me to click through for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that information.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So we are moving on to the next person. So, all right. Miss Rosie, did you get Evie's presentation?
Mine next, because in the chat it says Caroline is before me. So I just wanted to know.
Oh, sorry. I missed that. All right, Caroline. you're
Yes,
you're
but I did receive Evie's as well.
Quick
okay.
question. So since I'm doing research, do I show the resume or like the slides?
Just the slides. You'll just send us the resume.
Okay.
And if possible, we just need to adjust the camera because we only see the
Oh,
the
okay.
top of your head.
Um, okay. Could you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
So I think you just gotta present and then it should go full.
When I present, it like pauses it.
Oh, it doesn't go to full
No.
screen, you mean?
Like I have to do it like this.
In this screen?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens if you click the little arrow next to present? Does it give any options? That little arrow pointing down? Maybe choose full screen from there. See if it is.
For me, it goes back to being paused.
Got it. All right. Okay, so we'll go with this. And you can
Okay.
click through. Yeah.
So
Can you do it via share? I don't know if it's share and then present through that. On the share button to the, yeah.
I think share. Oh, and click present in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try that.
Oh, is it giving you the same thing?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Unless download it as a PDF, maybe.
Yeah, but if she has images or anything in there that's live, you won't be able to see it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I did my project on the RN career research. So about me, I go to Rahway High School, class of 27, and I'm interested in healthcare and helping others, and I have strong communication, teamwork, and responsibility skills. Um, what a RN does. I try to keep it like not too much so I have time for the other slides, but I said that they provide direct patient care, give medication and monitor conditions, assist with treatments, and work closely with doctors and healthcare teams. Um, Education and requirements, complete an ADN or a BSN program, pass the NCLEX RN licensing exam, and build strong communication and critical thinking skills. So for the why me, I kind of put like both two into one to answer both questions. So I said that I'm interested in nursing because it's a stable career and I like that idea of helping people. It's something I've always done for others around me. Nurses take care of patients, check on their health, and work with doctors and other healthcare workers. And I also like that there are different areas in nursing you can go into. You should admit me because I'm responsible and I work hard. I take school seriously and try to stay on top of my work. Being being in cheerleading, JAG, and other outside activities has helped me with teamwork, managing my time, leadership, and volunteering has helped me communicate better and be more helpful. I think I have qualities that fit nursing, like being patient and handling stressful situations. Activity and experiences. I do cheer for my school on the varsity team. I do swimming. I've always done swimming, but like I'm starting to get back into it now and later on to do competitive. I volunteer at my school, at my church too with Bible study and with this JAG program at my school, which is Job for America's Graduates. And we do workshops and other like presentations and we go on a lot of trips and it honestly like depends on what we're doing. And I feel like these experiences like build like responsibility um and like I know when to like switch, kind of like code switching like professionally and like when I can like just be myself around who and I feel like that like fits into the healthcare and leadership as well. Um, so nursing is a meaningful and high impact career. It requires compassion, responsibility, and strong communication. And my goal is to continue learning and work toward being a registered nurse. And thank you. That's
All right. Great job. Great job. Thank you so much. Great job, Caroline. I see the hand claps. I see the emojis going up. Great job. All right, scholars, let's go off mute. Tell us what you think. Brief, but let's have it. We're a little bit behind schedule, so just if you have any feedback, please go on and come off mute. If not, Anybody from the board? Anyone from the team want to jump in real quick? No feedback?
Sure. So just want to say, good job. I know for anyone and everyone that's doing this, it's not an easy task to present. And people looking at you and they have to, figure out what's good and what's not. But I would just say that just think of you like your subtle pauses, and also just a little bit more energy. This is an exciting career. Being an RN, you seem like you really want to do it. So I would just say just be more excited about it. Um, Also, I would talk about what you would like to do as far as the type of art you want to be. And I think also consider talk about the salary ranges and things of that nature. Just some maybe a little more intricate parts of an RN. But other than that, I thought it was really great. It's a good job.
Great visuals. I love the presentation. It was really well put together visually. And yeah, I agree with um, Mr. Leon in terms of energy and just a little bit of information about the career um, aspect on that. But yeah, thank you for sharing.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much. Just really, just some housekeeping rules really quickly, guys. This is a live recording. So I am going to ask for those who are not on screen, please turn your cameras on. This is the final class. We are asking everyone to keep your cameras on and rolling, to show the same support that your peers showed you. Please show it to your peers. We want to see you on the recorded line. Also, just be mindful of your movements and activity. This is a recorded line. It is live. So just be mindful of what you're doing on screen because we can see everything that you're doing. So just be mindful of that as well. Okay. All right. Who else do we have? Who's next? I think Evie, you're up. All right. So I'm going to pull up your presentation. Give me 1 second. All right. Here we go. Okay. Everyone see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Excellent.
It's
All
full
right.
screen now.
Huh?
It's full screen now.
Okay. Awesome. Evie, you got the floor.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Edie Peña Zapata, and today I'm presenting my business idea for affordable curly hair products. Um, our mission is to make high quality, effective hair care accessible to everyone by offering products designed for different girl types without the high price or the guesswork. Many people, spend too much money or they spend too much time worrying about what works for them or not. And with my business, we take care of that. Next slide, please. Many people with curly hair, they struggle to find products for their exact curl type, and a lot of products can be expensive or ineffective. Um, the curly hair market is actually growing fast as people are starting to embrace their hair more or just themselves in general. So like the market size has gone up a lot since 2024 and 65% and more consumers say that it's hard to find products in their area or for them. Um, as well as my business, it solves this problem by offering affordable, high quality products made for different curl patterns and hair needs. The average amount of curly consumers spend 126 monthly on products, and for my business, um, for my sorry, for my business, it ranges from, well, you can go from travel size to full size or like salon size, if you guys know what I mean. Um, so it will range from about like $10 to I'll say like 150. Okay, next slide, please. My product line, it includes curly hair shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, leave-in, um, oils as well, and bonnets and scarves or other accessories. Um, for my products, we offer a complete line to cleanse, nourish, and hydrate and define every curl type. I would also like to add that even if you have wavy hair
or straight hair that you think is too thick for straight hair products, I feel like my hair care line also works for those hair types. So don't feel disincluded because I'm very welcoming to every curl type or hair type. So we cleanse, I don't know what shampoo you guys use, but I've used some shampoos that leave my hair feeling dry before I found the ones that I knew worked for me. So we cleanse really good and we also nourish and hydrate at the same time. So we don't leave that dry, kind of dry feeling, I guess. And we define your curls to the max. Like your curls gonna be popping. When you look at that one curl, it's like yes. But anyway, so we offer like deep conditioner as well. That's a very huge staple that should be in your routine, especially as a curly hair, as a person with curly hair. We should always we should learn how to treat for our hair how it's supposed to because it's very like special to us. And it's just safe, effective, and trusted. I don't know if I could say this, but like reviews, I have reviews, I'm very good with what I do. You can go to the next slide. I list the ingredients as well because I feel like a lot of people worry about what they're putting in their hair, and with my products, you guys don't have to worry about that. We don't have like excessive like fragrance, that's not very good for your hair. But I just try to offer the ultimate hydration, the ultimate result like real trustworthy results. Like so for some of the ingredients that we use in our products is shea butter, which is very good for moisturizing and softening or yeah, curls. Coconut oil, which is also very good for that. Aloe vera is very good for hydration. You guys should really try that on your hair. Hibiscus extract and jojoba oil. All of these products are natural, so you guys don't have to worry about it, any sulfates or any parabens that's in your hair. It's cruelty free as well if you guys are into that or you guys care about that stuff, as well as vegan and color safe if you guys have any dye in your hair. And ultimately my product just it like bonds your hair back, bonds your curls back. If you guys have a lot of split ends or it's just dull, you my products help with that as it's very nourishing and for your scalp health as well. I feel like a lot of the curly hair um, community struggle to grow their hair because of the products that they're using. So you guys, with my products, you will see results from like the root to the tip. So, next slide, please. And this business is just about making a difference. Like it's for the future, for the people, for the girls, most especially. Like it's more than just a hair care brand. It's a movement to empower curls and inspire confidence every day. I feel like a lot of people struggle with having curly hair and it like not fitting them because they don't know how to style it right. But your hair is your hair. You guys should always be proud of who you are because your hair is a part of who you are, and you guys should just take care of yourselves and not worry about what anybody has to say. This, you know, project is just taught me how businesses can solve real world problems. So sorry. While promoting self-care and confidence. And I'm sorry. And in conclusion, like I'm sorry, somebody keeps texting me. But like it just showed how the business, like it just shows me how it can solve real world problems while promoting self-care and confidence. And that's it, you guys. Like I said, I have reviews on my page. I have reviews in my hair. Well, my hair's in a bun route, but I can teach you guys. I don't only offer hair care products, but I offer tips as well and tutorials. So it's a smarter way to care. So thank you guys for listening, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Great job. Great, 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 great job. I thought you were getting so excited with your own presentation that you couldn't contain your laughter. Great job. All right. Come on, scholars, you know what to do. Chime in.
The visuals, as like always, are amazing, but like this presentation had like crazy visuals. I'll say that for sure. And also like something that I noticed is that when like because I was looking through your presentation and I'm really glad that something you didn't put was like for the girls. This is for the girls. Like I like it's gender neutral, and I really love that because like inclusivity, like hair isn't for a specific gender, and just having that like broad audience and being like very specific on what you say and how you say it, who it's for. I just thought it was really amazing. It was truly good. And also you're able to compose yourself really good because if I laugh, like I'm leaving the room. I can't. So also props to you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the visuals. Um, I like the tone. It was very professional. Easy to understand and very relatable.
You got Isaac to come off mute. So
Right,
great
that
job.
part. I was like, I haven't heard from Isaac all night. Great job, Isaac.
Sorry, Isaac. I had to go. Um, but back to you, Evie. Lovely presentation. The visuals were amazing. You whatever you did, you did it. It looked like a real company that was out there. I was trying to look for a logo. Like, whose bottles are these? Great job. The one piece of feedback, the words, there was a lot of words, a lot of parts that was like the words are really small. There's two kind of decks. One's that you leave with somebody. So that was more like what we would call a reader. Like I'm gonna leave it with you so you could read it and you get all the details by yourself. And then there's a one that's meant for you to present with or present to. So you definitely want to make sure if you're gonna be there talking, the deck is designed so that it's not having a lot of small words and all the details about it. But other than that, great job. Had a lot of passion and we felt it.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. I love the color patterns. I loved everything about it. I definitely would have loved to hear more of your brand name. I agree. I think Miss C put the same thing in the chat. What was the name of your product, right? It just said curls on the presentation, curl shampoo, curls um, conditioner, right? But it would have been nice for you to lead with and continue on with your brand. We need to know what your brand is. We love the visual, but who are you, right? Like who's the brand behind the visual? But great job, great job. All right, we're gonna move along, guys. We are pressed for time here. A lot of great stuff tonight. So who's next?
Summer.
Summer. All right, Summer, you ready? All right, let's go, everybody. Keep your cameras on. Show support. Show some love. Miss Summer, you got the floor.
Could you see my screen?
We could see your you attempting to share. Yes. There we go. We can see it now.
Is it good? Could see?
Yep. Can you share? Are you able to share?
Yeah, I'm sharing right now.
Well, I mean, like you're in present mode.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Summer Humphreys, and I did research biology. My career interest is in biology and health science, and I hope to become a human research biologist in the future. This career focuses on studying human health, diseases, genetics, and scientific discoveries that can improve medicine and healthcare. Human research biologists play an important role in finding treatment, researching illnesses, and helping scientists understand how the human body works. I chose this topic because I enjoy science, healthcare, and learning about the human body. I became interested in becoming a human research biologist because of my grandmother's illness. Watching someone I love struggle with health problems made me realize how important science and medicine are in helping people live healthier lives. During that time, I became curious about how diseases affect the body and how researchers work to create treatments and medical breakthroughs. My grandmother's experience inspired me to learn more about biology and healthcare. It made me want to pursue a career where I could help others through scientific research. I want to contribute this discovery that can improve treatment, save lives, and give families hope during difficult times. This experience motivated me to work hard in school and continue following my passion for science and helping people. What do research biologists do? A human research biologist studies the human body, cells, genetics, diseases. Oh, one second. Diseases and how different systems in the body function. They conduct scientific research and experiments to better understand health conditions and find ways to prevent or treat illnesses. Human research biologists often collect samples, analyze data, observe patterns, and use advanced laboratory equipment to complete their research. These scientists work in laboratories, hospitals, universities, pharmaceutical companies, and research centers. They help develop medicines, vaccines, and medical treatments, which improves the human life. Okay. Why I chose this career. I chose this career because I have always been interested in biology, science, and learning how the human body works. I enjoy discovering new information and understanding how diseases, genetics, and medical treatments affect people's health. Becoming a human research biologist would allow me to combine my passion for science with my desire to help others through research and medical discoveries. This career also interests me because it involves solving problems, conducting experiments, and finding ways to improve healthcare and the quality of life. I like that human research biologists work to create new treatments, and it can help more than like first class countries and like. One second, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. And they don't only like help like third world countries, but like mostly like the first. Because some countries, like especially in the Caribbean where I'm from, it's like the healthcare there is not like good. So like being like a research biologist will like help them to like, improve their quality of life, because that's basically like how a lot of people in the Caribbean like, like their life like shortened sometimes when they're sick. Um the education and skills needed. You need a bachelor's degree in biology or health science, a PhD or a master's, and you need hands-on laboratory experience. Some key skills for success include strong communication, teamwork, critical thinking and problem-solving skills, attention to detail for accurate experiments, time management, patience, and curiosity. Salary and work environment. Human research biologists earn between 70,000 and over 120,000 annually, with salaries influenced by education, experience, and workplace. Higher pay is common in pharmaceutical or biotechnology companies, especially in drug development for diseases. The work environment is clean and focused on research, often requiring long hours in labs and data review. Despite the stress and demands, the role is rewarding as it contributes to medical advancement that improves treatments and save lives. My experience. My AP Biology experience deepened my understanding of genetics, cells, evolution, body systems, and scientific research. Through labs and activities, I learned to analyze data and apply concepts to real-life situations, sparking my interest in healthcare. Participating in tennis and indoor track developed my discipline, teamwork, time management, and perseverance. Balancing sports with challenging coursework taught me to focus and improve under pressure, fostering responsibility, motivation, key qualities for a career as a human research biologist, which requires patience, dedication, and problem solving skills. I already mentioned my future goals, but I plan to continue developing my communication, teamwork, and problem solving skills because these will be important for when I actually start my major in biology. In conclusion, human research biologists help improve healthcare through the scientific research and discoveries, and they combine science, technology to help people live healthier lives. Through hard work and education, I hope to achieve my goal of becoming a human research biologist. This is my resume. And thank you. That's all I have. Do you have any questions or feedback?
All right, excellent.
Summer, you still sneak that that's all I have in there?
Great job, Summer. I have to echo what Professor Jay has been saying all evening. You guys have to be careful with the word heavy text in the slides, right? The slides are just they're visuals. They're supposed to just give us, just a brief summary, and you're supposed to elaborate more on your thoughts and your transitions from idea to idea. And I definitely think it was very, very word heavy. And we could read. So we were essentially just following along with what you were reading on the screen, which it's just definitely something you want to work on. But A for effort, I think you did a great, job in doing your research, and also connecting your story to why you want to become a biologist. So good job. Just definitely be mindful of, the heavy text and reading verbatim from your slides. Anyone else? Just moving along. I don't mean to rush it, but we are pressed for time right now. We have 3 more presentations. Yes, definitely use the bullet points. I saw you had a few of them, but it was still pretty lengthy. Um, but certainly use the bullet points. And I love how you and Summer both asked at the end, or offered the questions part, right? If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I love that, right? Because then now you're engaging with your audience and asking them to, provide that feedback or that dialogue. Anything from anyone else in the audience, real quick? Going once, going twice.
Where's she going to school to study research biology?
Good question, Summer.
Rider University.
Riding University. Okay, so that would have been something nice to add. If if that's your motivation to go to that school is to study. All right, great job, everybody. Great job. Great job, Summer. Okay, we have Evan and then Isaac and then Stephanie in that order. So Evan, you ready?
Yeah. Let me sure.
And while Evan's getting ready, everybody just make sure that you're not only sending us your presentation, but also your resume that is due tonight. Please send your resume as well as your presentations. Some I've only received presentations for. I have not seen the resume, and there are some who I've not received anything for yet. So make sure that you're sending your information tonight, please, and thank you.
All right, can I start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my name is Evan Munoz, and I decided to study a corporate law firm called Skadden, Arps, Slate, Meagher, and Flum LLP. And it's a corporate law firm that was founded in 1948 in New York, and it has offices all over the world. So this is the area of laws that they focus in, and they focus on corporate and business law, and they serve companies and investors and organizations, and it's known for their mergers and acquisitions. So they focus on corporate law, banking and financing, security law, litigation, intellectual property, and mergers and acquisitions. So these are all the services, basically what they do. So they deliver legal advice and representation to large corporations and international businesses. So they advise them on major business deals. They represent clients in court if needed, and they navigate government regulations, basically making sure that your company or business follows the guidelines, and they assist with financial transactions, protecting intellectual property like patents or inventions that like a company has made, and they handle employment and labor law. So they've succeeded for so long and so much because they have a lot of high profile corporate cases, which have built them a strong reputation. And because of all the offices that they have worldwide, they have large global reach, and they can serve a lot of international businesses, not just in the United States. And they've built a lot of trust with their clients because of their professionalism and how good of a job that they do. So these are the education and skills that that are required to work there and that everybody in the company has. So you have to at least you have to graduate high school, get a bachelor's degree, get a JD and hone your advocacy, and then you have to pass the bar exam. And then key skills that you have to have is that you have to have good communication and public speaking, critical thinking and research skills, and problem solving and attention to detail. So I learned that corporate lawyers go do more than just go to court. They help companies make big business decisions and protect their interest. And this project deepened my understanding of how corporate law firms operate, and it highlighted the professionalism, teamwork, and dedication required to succeed in this legal field. So conclusion is that Skadden, Arp, Slate, Meager, and Flom LLP is a leading law firm with a powerful role in the global business world, and through corporate law, finance, and litigation, has built an outstanding international reputation, and this is why it's succeeded so much. And thank you for listening, and thank you for your time.
All right, great job, Evan. Straight to the point, clear, concise. Loved your visuals. All right, everybody, jump in. Any feedback?
Yeah, I'll say good job. Very, very good, Evan. I love how you didn't give like a vague description of the business. You even gave the qualifications. I think that's probably my favorite part of just like what it takes to work for a company like that. Um, but other than that, very good, very thorough, straight to the point, as Miss Rosie said. Very good job.
All right, anyone else from the team would have loved to hear why you like law? Yeah, Evan. So
Yeah,
definitely,
I was gonna say that in the beginning and I forgot.
yeah, definitely. Make sure you add that and include that into your presentation. That's a part of your story. So make sure you're adding that too. Anyone else? You have such passion when you speak about it. Absolutely. And you've done your research, right? So great job. All right. So next we have, oh my gosh, I forgot already. Isaac. Isaac, you ready? All right, let's go, Isaac. All right, you have the floor as soon as you're ready, sir.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Isaac Saeed, and today I will be presenting my business idea, HydroQ. HydroQ is a smart hydration solution designed to help people stay hydrated, improve performance, and live healthier lives. The goal is to combine health and technology into one simple product that improves everyday habits.
Isaac, 1 second, please. I'm sorry. Can you put this in presentation mode, please? Just click on the slideshow icon up at the top. Over to the right, you see where it says slideshow?
Yeah, hold up.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Wait, so I restart?
Nope, nope, you can keep going.
Here's the problem. Many people don't drink enough water during the day, leading to low energy, poor focus, and fatigue. Most water bottles also don't help users track hydration or stay consistent. Busy lifestyles make hydration easy to forget, and many smart hydration products are too expensive or poorly designed. Because of this, people often underperform without realizing hydration is the issue. Here's the solution. HydroQ solves these problems with a smarter hydration system. It helps users stay on track with hydration while supporting energy, focus, and recovery. The product is designed to be healthy, affordable, and easy to use for everyday life. Our mission is to make hydration smarter and more accessible for everyone. Um, the features and benefits. HydroQ includes smart hydration tracking, personalized goals, and performance insights to help users stay healthy and productive. The bottle is durable, easy to use, and designed for everyday life. Our standard our standard bottle will cost $49.99, while the premium version will with advanced features will cost $79.99. The future. HydroQ is just the beginning. Our target audience includes students, athletes, gym users, and busy workers looking for an easier way to stay hydrated and improve performance. In the future, we plan to expand globally, improve app integration, and continue using sustainable materials. Our vision is to become a leading smart hydration brand that promotes healthier lifestyle. This is, in conclusion, HydroQ is more than just a water bottle. It's a smarter way to improve hydration and health and performance. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Excellent. Great job. I loved how you incorporated the ending. Happy to answer any questions. Love the visual. Isaac, if there's one thing you can do, you can create the mess out of a presentation. I love it. Your visuals are always on point. I love it. I love your details. I feel like I saw your name on another scholar slide. I don't know why, but I saw it pop up on another slide. So yeah, I don't know if there's some sort of collaboration going on here, but
Networking.
yeah, networking, but great job. Again, short, concise, to the point. There's a lot of information on the slides, so make sure that you kind of, be mindful of that. But definitely great job in marketing your brand. Love the visuals.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, jump in.
Thank you.
I agree. The branding was really well done. You were able to put together the visual that paired with what you're talking about, which definitely helps. Seeing it, seeing is believing, right? So you're talking about a water bottle, giving us a visual. Definitely great way to to deliver. So awesome.
Only thing I was to add, Isaac, and I agree with everybody else, is how to contact you, how to get the bottle, where to buy it at. That's the only thing I would set in a call to action at the end.
Got it.
And
Heard.
does Q stand for anything, Isaac, or is that just your brand name?
It's just my brand name.
Okay, all right. Okay, I like it. Great job.
Appreciate
Great job, Isaac. Great job. All right, guys, we are down to the last but not least person of the night, scholar for the night, and that is Miss S. Stephanie. Stephanie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, but
I
I'm
know.
ready.
Yes, we've gone a little bit past the hour, so we're gonna move right along. You're the last one, so you're between us and sleep. So whenever you're ready, go on and share. You need help, Stephanie? Or do you have it?
Give me like a minute or two.
Oh, girl, did you send your presentation? We could share it for you if you need us to. So let us know if you need help.
Wait, do you think you could actually share it? I can't find it.
Yes, did you email it to us?
Yeah.
All right, give me 1 second. Okay. Got it. All right, can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, sorry. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I did my presentation on Feeding America, which is a nonprofit organization. And okay, can you go on to the next slide? Okay, so what is Feeding America? It's a nonprofit organization, like I had said. It helps feed people facing hunger, and it's the largest hunger relief organization in the US. They work with food banks and pantries nationwide. Next slide. Their mission statement is to advance change in America by ensuring equitable access to nutritious food for all in partnership with policymakers, organizations, and the public. Next slide. So what they do to like make that mission statement come to life is they provide meals to families, they run food banks and pantries. They rescue wasted food that, in stores or businesses that would typically just throw their food. They would get that and make meals for the families. And they just raise awareness to end hunger. Next slide, please. Why it matters. About 47 million Americans face hunger. And in America, there's like around 350 million people. So that's like a big percent of people facing hunger. And around 14 million of them are children, which is like a big number. Um, rural, rural areas have some of the highest hunger rates. Um, and Feeding America just helps those millions get meals and support because obviously, like those people, they're probably doing everything they can to get food, but it's not, what's the word? They don't have it like assured every day. So that's why Feeding America helps provide for them and really just supports them. Next slide. Um, So the overview of Feeding America is that it's a nonprofit, the largest hunger relief organization in the US, and it is made up of over 200 food banks and over 60,000 food pantries and meal programs combined. And they just help provide food to people and families facing hunger all throughout the US. Like that's their main goal, to help end hunger in the US. Um, and they just want to make sure that everyone has nutritious food and to help end hunger. Next slide. So that was pretty much all. There's also ways to help. You could donate money, you could volunteer at food banks, organize food drives, or something as small as spreading awareness, like on your social medias. And to end it off, you guys should follow my Instagram or before you step, to see more things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Sorry, I was trying to unshare. Great job, it's Stephanie. Great job. I love how you kept your slides bulleted and kept to the point, and talked a little bit about the problem. It's a systemic problem, right? It is a very real thing. 14 million kids in the United States alone are hungry, and that is not something that we should be proud of by any stretch of the means. So, um, thank you for bringing that awareness to us, right? We all need to know that because it is very important, and being able to share the information to, with us, and how we can make an impact by giving back, by being able to be help to be a part of that solution is really, really good information. So thank you for that. Anybody else have anything for a Stephanie?
I really loved your presentation, but something I would want to comment on is like again, like your nonprofit is for a really like big reason. It's for something that's also very like intense. So just making sure that your tone is matching what you're saying. Sorry, your tone is matching what you're saying because like you have like great smile, great laugh, but it's not the best when you're like, yeah, 14 million kids, they're starving every day. Just making sure like it matches what you're saying again. But what something I would recommend is because you have the problem, you have the solution. I think that it would have been cool to see your tone and your voice change as you progressed into that solution as well.
Great points, Roxy. Great, great feedback. Anyone else?
I like how you added your socials at the end of the paragraph or PowerPoint. That's really smart.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, anybody from the team? This is it. This is it. We're done. This is a wrap, everybody. You
And
can breathe.
Stephanie, great job closing us out. Thank
Yes.
you for closing us out. I think the visuals were great. It was a good balance. I think there was one part where it seemed like you kind of went back to something you said before, like talking about the nonprofit. But great job, everybody. Great job, Stephanie. Thanks for closing us out. Feedback for the class, for the cohort, everyone. Uh, uh, Moving forward, right? Everyone should be focusing on when you're doing presentations. Don't decorate the script, right? We're not decorating scripts, right? So we have to look at it as something that you're going to speak to, not something that everyone's going to read along with you. Um, but that's the purpose, right? We're here to learn. Sorry, I forgot I have my camera on. We're here to learn and grow and take feedback and move forward. Again, you guys are the ones that made it to and through the end. So congratulations on completing the S.O.A.R travel and hospitality, um, business and entrepreneurship and hospitality course.
Yes, congratulations, Miss C. Put in the chat. Seems like you really want to change hunger and make a difference. Why does it matter? Or why does this make a difference for you? So that's a great, reflective question for you to think about. I echo what Professor Jay said. Miss C, I don't know if you're able to come off mute if you want to say a few words before we wrap it up.
I was saying good job, everybody. I mean, I've echoed all the feedback. I'm glad you guys gave a lot of peer-to-peer review, and you guys accepted it well. So just keep going on what you're doing. You guys take in that feedback and the reflections that were given to you, and just don't let this be not your last stop in doing this. Keep pursuing what you're doing and actually make a difference.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. So, Professor Jay, I don't think there's a survey. If there is an end of course, we could do that on the final. Yeah, I thought this was the final, but it's not. This is the final class, but we have one more round, and that is your celebratory graduation ceremony. It is a virtual for now. We have the in-person one at the end of the year at our end of year gala at Rutgers University. And that's going to be where, we have the big grandeur red carpet, I mean, everybody come with their best dress and get all your awards and decks and all that great stuff. But for tonight, we're gonna close out. Does anyone have any final remarks about how you think you did? I know it's, the time is uh on us upon us now, an hour in almost, or an hour over. But I'd love to hear just really briefly. Yes, I see your cat just sang. I hope he or she enjoyed all of the presentations tonight. Does anyone have any feedback for us, um, or any thoughts for yourselves now that you're sort of reflecting on your own presentations and how you all did? What are you thinking?
I think I did a lot better than I anticipated. Like in the breakout room that we had, I was really like freaking out. But the second like I guess kind of the spotlight's on me, I'm like I don't know what happens, but it just happens. Like I just luck in. I'm really proud of myself for that.
Excellent. I think you did a great job, so you should be proud. All right, anybody else? All of you all did phenomenal. But any self sort of reflections? No? Okay. Well, you should be proud of yourself. You guys did a phenomenal job. So on Thursday, the 14th, that is our graduation. Choose something with less information needed. No, like you did a great job, and that is your passion. So your passion sort of exuded, in your presentation, right? So don't, yes, for presentation purposes and visual aids, yes, you definitely want to scale back on the information, but you're going to need that information, as you move forward in your business endeavors. So yeah, it's just when and where and how to present that. But so next week, next Thursday, 6:30 p.m., that will be your virtual graduation. We're asking that you invite family, friends, invite your counselors, invite whoever. It's only about an hour. So from like 6:30 to 7:30, you will find out at that time who we have identified as top scholar, who we've identified as the executive board award recipient. And then once again, we will announce officially who those members are who will be, or who have been pre-selected and now officially selected now that you have completed all of your pre-course, your coursework, who has been selected for our 2026 international internship to DR. If there are no questions, and we will give you some additional information between now and then. I hate to rush, but it is an hour later. I do have a paper to write myself. I am actually in Alabama now in a school, a course that I'm taking for 6 weeks. So, but I had to be on here tonight. So I need to be mindful of the time. So does Roxy, you have questions? But does anyone else? Is everyone good? If everyone's good, then we're gonna end on a great note. You guys did phenomenal. Super proud of you all. We'll see you back next Thursday. Everybody needs to be online. Please, this is your time to shine, your graduation. We got some exciting things to display for you all in celebration of you and this milestone. So congratulations once again. Roxy, I'll address you, but if no one else has any questions, please feel free to drop off, and we'll see you next Thursday. Great job, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
All
night.
right. Miss C, are you able to